Welcome students to another video on light, reflection and refraction, chapter 10 of your physics book. Now today we start a totally different topic, spherical mirrors. Now spherical mirrors, the name suggests spherical, that is something related to sphere. So suppose I have a sphere, okay, I cut out this portion from the sphere. So this is the cutout portion, I take out this one. So this becomes a spherical mirror, very unlike your plane mirror. Plane mirror is, all of you have seen the mirrors that you use in your home is plane mirror. This is spherical mirror. Now spherical mirrors are basically of two types. What are they? Now for a plane mirror, when you stand in front of the mirror, the side that you're facing is the reflecting surface, and what is behind the mirror? If you go and stand behind the mirror, will you be able to see yourself? No, because that surface is polished or silvered. Similarly, for this glass, to make it a mirror, we have to polish or silver it on any side. Now if I polish it on the backward, behind, this represents polished, that is no reflection from this side. All the reflection will occur on the inside surface. This mirror is then called concave mirror. Okay, and suppose I cut out another portion from this and I silver or polish the inner surface. That means no reflection will take place on this surface. All the reflection, all outside or bulging part, the reflection takes place here. So this type of mirror is called convex mirror. Okay, so again children, so what is this concave mirror? Again, since this is a part of the sphere, this sphere has a center. So if the reflecting surface of a mirror is towards the center, or the reflecting surface is curved inwards, this becomes a concave mirror. And if the bulging or reflection takes place on the outer surface, the center of this mirror is somewhere here, the reflecting surface is not on this side of the center, we call it a convex mirror. So this is concave mirror, this is convex mirror. Now to see how reflection takes place through these mirrors, we need to know some terms related to these mirrors. Now what are they? We have a concave mirror. For a concave mirror, the outside portion is silvered, this is concave mirror, this one is convex mirror. Now this is the reflecting part of the mirror. This reflecting part has a center. Suppose this point P, we call this pole of the mirror. So this P is the central or center of the reflecting surface. Center of the reflecting surface. And this is called pole. Pole is represented by capital P. Similarly, for convex mirror also, you have a center This is the P. Now, since this is a part of a sphere, this sphere has a center. Let us suppose I complete this sphere like this. This sphere or this circle should have a center, C. This C is called the center of curvature. C is the center of curvature. Similarly, for this also we have C. Again, this is also a sphere. So this also should have a center. This is center of curvature. Straight line passing through C and P, center of curvature and pole, is called the principal axis. This is a straight line passing through the center of curvature and pole. Here also the same. We call this straight line as principal axis. Principal axis. So what is this principal axis? It is an imaginary straight line passing through the pole and center of curvature of the mirror. Now, if this is a sphere, what do you call this PC? PC is the radius of the sphere. So here we call this PC as the radius of curvature. Radius of curvature. This is represented by capital R. Similarly, here also this PC is the radius of curvature. Now, if I take the midpoint of PC, this is F. Here also you have F. F is called the focus. F is the focus of the mirror. And what is this length called? PF. PF is the focal length. Focal length, small f. Small f represents focal length. And what is this focal length? Distance of the focus from the pole of the mirror is the focal length. Similarly, here this is F, this is C. This distance PF, distance of focus from the pole, is the focal length. Now, since this F is exactly the midpoint of PC, this PF is half of PC, isn't it? PF is half PC. F is the midpoint of PC. So, this PF is half of PC. What is this PF? PF is the focal length, half. What is PC? PC is the radius of curvature, R. Focal length is half R, or R is equal to twice F. Radius of curvature is twice the focal length. Now this holds true for a convex mirror also. Okay children, now again let's see what is this focus. We talked about focus. What is it? Now suppose I have here a concave mirror. This is the principal axis, this is the pole, this is C, center of curvature. Concave mirror, pole and center of curvature. Concave. Now, when light falls on the mirror, light falls on the mirror, there will be reflection. And what about the reflected ray? After reflection, this gets reflected in this direction. Light falls on the mirror, after reflection comes along this direction. Now arrows are must for ray diagrams. Similarly, you take another ray, it falls on the mirror, and again after reflection will pass through this point. This point is the focus. So what is the focus of a mirror? It is the point where rays after reflection, they converge at a point on the principal axis. This is the principal axis. This is a point on the principal axis. This F is the focus. And since the reflected rays, they are actually meeting at a point, they are converging. Concave mirror is also called converging mirror. Converging, that is, all the reflected rays, they are meeting at a point. Now let us see the case of a convex mirror. For a convex mirror, this is the polished surface, this is P, this is C. Now reflection will take on the outside surface, ray falling here falls on the mirror, it will get reflected. Now where will this ray go? For a convex mirror, the ray after reflection will go along this direction. Okay, any other ray, suppose a ray here, after reflection will strike the mirror, get reflected and come along this direction. So you see, the reflected rays, they are going far from each other, they are diverging. So this convex mirror is also called a diverging mirror. Convex mirror is diverging mirror because you can see the reflected rays, they are going away from each other. Then where will be the focus? Come on, let's find out. The reflected rays are not actually meeting. So what do? We produce the reflected rays backward. This way. This one again we produce it backward. The two will meet at a point on the principal axis. This point is the focus for the convex mirror. So understood, children? For a concave mirror, the reflected rays meet at a point, and for a convex mirror, the reflected rays, they actually do not meet, but they seem to come out from this point. They diverge from this point. This point is the focus for a convex mirror. Okay, children, so let it be this much for today. Thank you.